PA throughout her high school career. Next year, Maddi will be attending the University of Kansas, where she'll be studying political science. Maddi's oration this evening is entitled 2/7.
I have to say that my greatest inspiration for this speech came from a book most of us haven't read, our math book. It was late Thursday night and I was sitting on the ground with my pre-calc book sprawled out in front of me, checking the answer to an odd-numbered problem. I flipped to the back and there I saw it. It was a fraction, 2/7. The more I thought about it, the more I realized how 2/7, or 2 parts of 7, have come to define who we are, especially as teenagers. Let me explain why. As students, we usually have to have something to look forward to in order to get us through the school days. And more often than not, that something we look forward to is the weekend. We push ourselves through the week and we push ourselves to the point where we have become 2/7 people, only really living 2 days out of the 7 in a week. Sure, blood is moving through our veins and yeah, oxygen is flowing through our lungs in those 5 weekdays as it is on the 2 weekend days, but it's not the same. We are not the same. In those 5 days, are we really living or are we just on autopilot? Things can be different. If we look forward to those 5 weekdays just like we do the weekend, we will become 7/7 people and thereby become whole. Daily life can be a lot more interesting and meaningful if we take risks, shed our fear of failure, chase our dreams, and spend more time with one another. If we just do that, we will find ourselves becoming more invested in the here and now instead of looking at the clock and counting down time. One way we can move closer to becoming 7/7 people is by taking risks in our daily lives, whether big or small, academic or social. So take that risk. Say hi to that person in the hallway or on the street instead of making brief eye contact and then choosing to glance away until you pass each other. We've all done it. Human beings are creatures of emotions, attachment, and attention, and we all hold the power to make someone's day. And if worse comes to worse, remember that awkward is nothing more than a TV show and a state of mind. We also hold the power to turn our dreams into reality, which is another part of achieving 7/7. But at 17 or 18 years young, it's hard to know what your dream is. Sure, some of us may know what we want to do in life, but even those people find a new inspiration along the way. Because in life, what we are about is being in the moment and making those moments count. And we make the moments count by enjoying one another's company, by sharing our stories, laughs, goals, aspirations, and memories with one another. In the end, life is about the big and the small things. Most of us were never kings or queens, national merit scholars, or star athletes. But I'd go as far to say that what we view as the smaller things are the more important things. Not to say that the bigger things like the classes, quizzes, tests, and essays haven't served their purpose. They definitely have, and we've absorbed an immense amount of knowledge during our 4 years here. But at this very moment in time, I can't tell you the distance formula for the vertical component of a moving projectile, but I can tell you about the excitement of winning 6A state. And I don't know if I'll remember the order of deaths from Hamlet, so sorry, Mrs. Sturcher, but I can tell you how it felt to come together as a school through tragedy and triumph. Ask me and I'll go on and tell you about how being involved in this senior class was special through everything. Those Friday nights, Monday mornings, and everything in between made me a 7/7 person. And maybe I don't remember everything they taught me, but the important thing is that I remember the passion they brought from Monday to Friday and that it stayed with me over the weekend. It's amazing that after 4 years of working, studying, laughing, dancing, and singing together, that we're down to the last few moments of our high school careers. So I want to leave the class of 13 with some final words. I wanted to tell you all that I'll be connected to all of you for the rest of my life, each and every 400 some of you. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, I've never spoken 2 words to that girl, so that's a little weird, but I hope that's not the case. And even if it is, know that we are still connected through our memories of this day and this incredible school that we've called home for the past 4 years. While tomorrow brings a new journey, today marks the end of a chapter in our lives. No longer will we eat together in the cafeteria. No longer will we put on the black and gold together with our classmates and chant with our Nordic nasties. No longer will we sit together on the bridge or walk together through the courtyard. The world is now our hallway. Hospitals, office buildings, and battlefields will now be our classrooms. My hope is that in your future life, you find a career where Monday and Tuesday are just as exciting as Saturday and Sunday, and that when we meet later on down in the road of life, we will have amazing stories to share with one another. My hope is that we become fearless. My hope is that we live with no regrets. And my hope is that we, the members of the Shawnee Mission West High School class of 2013, become 7/7 people. We did it, 13. We did it.